Good evening, Saints, and welcome back to the Heads, Not the Tails. I'm Brother Christopher. And, you know, I've been having earthquake visions and dreams. I've had two of them now of Las Vegas being in an earthquake. One of the visions was I was in the Bellagio Hotel. This was my latest vision. It's in the Bellagio Hotel, and I kind of left this out, so I might as well include this into this vision, because I'm subscribed to Bold Soldier for Christ channel with Brother Shannon. Awesome channel. Check him out if you've never seen him before. Always brings the word of God. But he had a vision that reminded me of the earthquake vision. And in his vision, he mentioned something that I left out of my vision because I felt it was kind of irrelevant. But it wasn't. I should have included it. So I'm just going to include it in this while I'm talking about this. But my dog is underneath this table chewing on a rock like this big, and she won't let me have it. So excuse me if you hear a rock chewing sound. She's a pit bull. I don't know if you've seen the video of her. Anyway, everybody, I've had these two visions. One was a walking vision, where for a whole week I was walking around and I'd get this little dizzy spell and I'd see these buildings shaking, like the strip was shaking. And I took it as a walking vision, like a vision that I had while I was actually awake and up and walking around. I've had walking visions before, but none too extreme. But this vision, my walking vision, was really crazy because all week long I'd get a little dizzy spell. I'd see these buildings swaying side to side. That's what I call my walking vision of a Las Vegas earthquake. And then the Bellagio vision. Now in the Bellagio vision, before I get to tell you again, I was in a hotel room. And I left this part out, but I'm going to include it in this video because I found it to be very relevant to other people's confirmation. But I was confronted by an older white gentleman with blonde hair in a suit. And he was all in my face with a pistol to my head. And he was sitting there telling me that he would shoot me. And he was cursing at me and telling me he would shoot me right now. And I was so angry in my dream. I was like, ooh, I just want to get this guy, you know? Sitting here with a gun to my head. While he was sitting there holding this gun to my head and being really mean, the whole room started shaking violently. There was an earthquake going on. And I had looked around the room and saw everything shaking, and the man was gone. He totally disappeared out of my dream from there. And while I was getting a hold of myself, I noticed that everything had stopped. People were panicking. And I noticed that there was an aftershock that hit. And everything started shaking again. And I was even sitting there going, it's an aftershock. Another earthquake. And then I woke up. Well, if that wasn't a crazy dream, and that dream I just had like last week of the Bellagio earthquake. Last night, I had another vision last night, a very strange vision. And I don't know if you guys ever been, if any of you ever been to Las Vegas, or if you live in Las Vegas, or if you know about Las Vegas. I was on like the 95 and Rainbow off-ramp, right where the second spaghetti bowl is in Las Vegas. It's like where 95 meets Summerlin Parkway and makes that curve going around towards Cheyenne West. Well, if you've been to Vegas, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, look at it on a map. On 95 and Rainbow, I started off my dream. I had to ride a bike, and I was trying to get somewhere on a bike. As soon as I entered on, it was strange because I entered onto the freeway on-ramp from Rainbow onto the 95 South. As I was riding and pedaling this bike down this off-ramp, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And I was riding my bike and I looked. The whole entire freeway was covered with bedrock. Like a great river had just ran through the freeway. And the whole freeway was covered with bedrock everywhere. Like it was totally destroyed by a flood. And I had to ride my bike down this thing, and you know, I don't know how I was riding on the bedrock, but I was. But the entire freeway from 95 and Rainbow all the way, it seemed like I was going downtown. I was going down 95 South, and for anybody that lives in Vegas, you'll know that there's businesses and houses to the left and the right side of you as you're going down the 95. Well, certain points of this freeway, I had to break out of the freeway and go through a neighborhood and then get back on the freeway to continue my route because it was so damaged. But it was just so strange seeing 95 all bedrocked up like that. And makes me wonder, is there going to be some type of giant flash flood or something coming here soon that's going to wipe out our freeway? Maybe a giant earthquake that's going to do it? You know, it had to be a flood or an earthquake to cause destruction like that. But I just want to warn you guys that that's what I saw last night in my vision. I saw the whole freeway 95 from Rainbow to the Strip covered in bedrock. And it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because if you travel on the 95 and you get off on Summerlin Parkway exit, Summerlin Parkway cut straight up through the mountains to Red Rock Canyon. That's where you would see a lot of water coming into Las Vegas from a flash flood. Now, true enough, they got a lot of drain systems going on now that prevent a lot of the flash flooding. But this was like major, like the whole entire freeway was covered in bedrock. So I don't know what it was or what it's going to be or if it'll ever happen. But that's what I saw, and I just had to share that with you guys. Now, going a little bit deeper on this, I had a friend that passed away when we were kids. He was my best friend. And he was kind of poor. He lived with his grandma. His family didn't have much. His father wasn't around. His mom was around, but she wasn't around. My friend grew up very poor, and he lived around the corner from me. And one day as kids, we were playing around in the desert, and I'll never forget what he said to me. He said, you know, one day there's going to be a river that runs through here. That's what he told me. A river will run through Las Vegas one day. And when I think about this vision I just had, it reminds me of what my friend told me when we were kids, that there would be some type of river that would flow through Las Vegas. We also used to talk about California breaking off into the ocean and stuff. And, you know, we were like 13 or 14 years old back then. We used to talk about California breaking off into the ocean, and Las Vegas would be beachfront property, and we'd all own a house. And, you know, it's funny because that same day that he told me a great river would run through Las Vegas, he also told me that one day he would be exceedingly rich. And he didn't use the word exceedingly, but the way he described it, he just said, I'm going to be rich one day. I'm going to be rich. And I believe him. I believed him. I said, you know what? This man was born and raised with nothing. Nothing. He didn't have anything. You know. And he used to come over and hang out at my house with his little brothers and stuff, you know, because there wasn't nothing to do at their house. Their grandma was like 80-something years old. She could barely keep up with the kids. And they had an uncle that stayed there who was pretty crazy guy that just stayed in his room all day. But, you know, my friend passed away a long time ago and stuff, and I still hear his quotes, and I still hear all the things that he had said to me. But one of his claims came true already. He told me that he was going to be rich one day. He's going to have a beautiful house, and he's going to be rich. Well, he passed away, and about a year after he passed away, I had a vision that he came and showed me his house in heaven. And there's also another video I created with that included in it called Jezebel's Spirit Manifested. Check that out if you haven't seen it. I'll try to leave a link above for it. Anyway, he showed me his house, and it was beautiful, and he lived on this giant range with tall weeds all around, a log fence that went around his property like way out, like he had a bunch of big old property. This log cabin style fencing was all the way around the house, and his house was like a older model house, like a log cabin style, but it had great windows in it. And then when he took me inside, the floor was like gold or marble. It's like marble floor or onyx floor even. It had like an onyx floor, very shiny, and no furniture in the house. And he was sitting there, he had his arm on my shoulder, and I was crying, and he was telling me that everything was going to be okay, and this is where he's at. So don't trip. Don't worry. And I felt a lot of comfort in that dream. But anyway, I was in jail when I had that dream. And that was the same night I had the Jezebel vision. So check that video out if you haven't seen it. So one of my friend's claims came true. He'd be rich one day. He showed me his house in heaven. Oh, is he rich? You know, I can't wait to connect with him again. Now, so one of his visions, one of his claims came true. Now, the river in Las Vegas, I think that's going to come true. I don't know how. I don't know if the Hoover Dam can break and cause a can cause a river to run through Las Vegas, but he said a river would run through Las Vegas. I had a vision that all of 95 was turned into a riverbed. So, not only that, but I'm getting confirmation from the Lord from when I was young that Las Vegas is built on top of a giant volcano. And that it is possible that in the last day, the day of the Lord, the city of Las Vegas will just fall into this top of this volcano that we're built on the very top of. So I just had to get it in with my visions and dreams with you guys. You know, I had this riverbed dream last night, and I'm up bright and early to tell you about it. Thought I'd share that with you. Maybe you've had a vision of Las Vegas in any form or fashion under destruction. I have a cousin that had 3 visions back to back of Las Vegas in ruins. And I made a video on that too. It was kind of windy in that video. I'm going to get him to tell me the story of his dream all over again. And then I'll repost it with you guys. But I have much more to come. I'm working on some different things, getting some programs for my computer so I can make some really awesome movies for you guys. And, you know, hopefully with all original clips and not of other people's movies and stuff, you know what I mean? But every one of you is so awesome. And, you know, the Lord Jesus, I pray, has his hands on all of you guys out there. And, you know, as crazy as the world events and these prophetic signs and things are happening, you know, we can expect just about anything around these times, you know. Anything can happen. And I have many more visions and dreams that I've never even made a video about. I'm going to start getting into my dreams of getting shot. I don't know how many people out there have had a dream that you've been shot, but I've been having them since I was like 7 years old of getting shot. I mean, I've been blasted in my chest with a shotgun in one dream where everything faded to white. I had another dream where I had the backs of my shoulders blown off. I had another dream where I was machine gunned all up in my stomach. And that was a really crazy dream. But I'm going to make videos for them with visuals for you guys. And, you know, and hopefully I can get some confirmation of why I've had all these shooting dreams, you know. So in the Bellagio earthquake vision, I had a gun to my head, and that was like the closest thing to a shooting dream that I've had in a while. And it was like he couldn't pull the trigger, and he wanted to so bad. So I kind of took it as that was Satan coming to try to kill me at the time of an earthquake. You know, that's how I kind of interpreted it. But I'm going to get back with you guys. I have some more videos to come. God bless each and every one of you out there. Remember, choose Jesus. If you don't have Jesus in your life, you know, ask him to come into your heart now. Because there's no better time in history than to get with the Lord right now. Before all the bad stuff starts happening, you guys. So important to get saved, get baptized, repent. Remember, you're the heads, not the tails. And if God can use me, he can use you too. In Jesus' precious, precious name, we thank you, Lord. Amen.